Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Popcorn Watchlist podcast. This episode is going to be quite fantastic. You're going to have your host, me, Xavier. Over to my left, we have Anthony.
How's it going?
We got our news roundup guy, Danny.
How's it going, everyone?
And then over on the far end, we got the young kid, Zach.
What up, what up?
So thanks for tuning in. This week, we're going to have a nice and tidy little schedule coming through. Give you guys some fun doses of movie entertainment. First off is let's get down to business, not to defeat the Huns, but to talk about some of the things that we saw over the weekend, some fun, quick recommendations. I'll let Zach hit the first one.
All right, so the only movie that I watched this week was Fantastic Beasts 3.
Nice.
And without getting into like a whole discussion or talking about spoilers, I enjoyed the movie a lot more than number 2. It is an improvement. There are some enjoyable moments, some humor in it. We got some answers to some questions that we've been pondering since the last one, which is really great, and they did it really well. And I'm glad that they did it the way that they did it. But pretty solid movie if you're a fan of Harry Potter. I think this is a solid entry into the franchise. I don't know if to give it a score or not, but it was pretty solid. Like,
I would say it's definitely better than the second one because I would talk to people a lot about the movie and they would ask me, well, how is it? Is it good? I'm like, well, it's better than the second one. They give me a blank stare and go, wait, there was a second one? Exactly. That's like how
the second one was.
Second one was very forgettable.
They erased it because Johnny Depp was in it?
No,
Okay.
It's not because of that. Just because everything was just like,
there were a lot of subplots.
There
were too many subplots, I think.
Yeah, I mean, they had some really good stuff in it, but again, a lot of people just didn't really find it memorable. Granted, we had a lot happen in the last 2 years, but it was funny to see that reaction from people, and then I have to gently remind them, hey, no, this is the third one, not the second one. It's very well done. I mean, Jude Law's awesome as like this cool middle-aged Dumbledore. Eddie Redmayne, again, is doing stellar work every time he's on screen. A couple of new characters that are introduced, I think, were handled really well. They're entertaining. They bring something fun and different to the overarching plot and the stakes that are brought up in the movie. And, Danny's boy over here, Mads Mikkelsen, just, no spoilers, but just kills it. He does a really great job.
He did a great job in this one. And I think his on-screen presence and relationship with the other characters that were in the movie, I think you could see the connection they had. It was really good.
Yeah, I was glad to see that. Like, given the drama that they had to recast the actor, it's cool to see this man just be a professional and stick the landing and really do the work. So I would say, yeah, like Zach's talking about a score. I don't know, what if you had to give it a score, what would you give it?
Like a 6.5.
Ooh,
A solid 6.5.
Out
7.
of how many?
What?
Out of 14.
Out of 100.
6.5 out of 7. No.
Yeah.
6.5 out of 10. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think I'd be generous and give it a 7. Like, it's entertaining. There's some fun moments, like the theater I was in, like they had like genuine laughs and they had genuine whoa, some stuff go on. So that was cool. And I think it's effective. Hopefully, we get to see some better effect afterwards. But
so
yeah,
we had on our YouTube channel, we had a short of Zach's out of theater reaction to the movie.
Nice.
So if you want to see a little bit more of his takes on it, you could watch that. But I'm surprised you dropped your score a little bit from that day. So you had
I said like 6.5 to 7. Like 6.5 to
7
7 or somewhere around there.
Way to be consistent. Jeez.
Yeah,
No, I'm kidding.
That was pretty good.
Good
At
job.
least you didn't say like a 1 or a 10. That would have looked bad.
He was
That would have looked strange. That would have looked like WB would have paid us off. Not saying we're above that, but kidding.
I mean, it's not a 7.
Yeah. I mean, I would say
It's a 7.
It's at most a 7.
At most.
6.5, 7.
He's like, depending on the theater you saw it in. Why not?
We saw it in
IMAX.
IMAX, that's right.
In Limax. Got it. Anytime you say IMAX, if you're not up in Fort Lauderdale, I will correct you. It's going to be Limax. Easy. That's nice. Cool. Yeah. Good stuff. I'm, as like the resident, like real deep dive Potter guy, I'm really glad to see that you enjoyed it. So that was really cool.
Are you talking about you or talking about me?
Talking about you.
Oh, talking about me, yeah.
Yeah. This guy was out here talking about, like, we were going deep dive into a lot of the family trees of all like the major names, at least during that time period, and that's impressive. It's pretty good stuff. It's fun.
I do a lot of research. I watch a lot of videos. If you know the Super Carlin brothers on YouTube, they do a lot of Harry Potter stuff, and I watch a lot of their Harry Potter videos.
Oh man.
Yeah, they're legit. Nice. Cool.
All
Danny.
right. So
Hit us.
Is Mads Mikkelsen better than Johnny Depp?
They have their own interpretations of the characters. I think I read somewhere that Mads wasn't trying to mimic Johnny's performance.
Yeah, I didn't see that he was trying to mimic it. I think he put his own twist on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll read that back in. I think again, it's because like time passes, so it feels like Grindelwald. Now, obviously, it doesn't just change physically, but like there's sort of a more of a, I don't know, like there's more depth and layering to it. I just felt like Grindelwald, at least in the second one, like as Johnny Depp played him, was very. It was like there were times it could be kind of seen as cartoonish, but then it was also like, oh, I get where he's coming from. That's cool. But
Yeah.
it was a very like it would whiplash between the two. Like there is more of a stoicism to Mads's version of Grindelwald, which I really liked because then when he has to let loose, like you can like stuff comes out and there's really those emotions that come through his acting, but then through what the scene and the whole overarching plot calls for. So it was really really done. And like
Nice.
Zach said and Danny said, depending on who the characters that he's interacting with, there are a lot of really cool layers that go through with it. So it's really done
Yeah.
well. I like it.
I have
He
to
was
check it
very
out.
consistent with it.
Yeah, exactly. Very, 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 very well done on that. So speaking of
All right.
consistency, Danny, hit us with what you saw over the week.
So over the weekend, I saw How to Train Your Dragon #2.
All right.
Um,
Ooh, right.
Last week I saw,
One
or
more.
the week before, I saw the first one for the first time. On to the second one,
And
and I loved it. It was great.
Yeah.
What did you love?
You got some heartbreak scenes on this one.
Oof.
Some heavy
true.
hitter moments. I don't know if we're gonna do spoilers, but
I mean, we all
I mean,
can,
no,
right?
no.
It's an
No?
8-year-old movie.
It's an 8-year-old movie, but I
Yeah,
mean,
but it's not 10.
part 2, like this, part 2 really does the whole like we're gonna raise the stakes. Like
Yeah.
I really do think like it's one of those rare instances where like the sequel's better than the original, because of just how well it does. I mean, everything from an animated standpoint, like the animation's a lot better.
the animation was way better.
Yeah, and not saying the
It
first one was
the first
bad.
one wasn't bad, but
Yeah, I mentioned before, like
clearly
the
got more money.
animation.
I
Yeah,
think-
they got more of a budget.
I
Well,
paid
like-
attention to
Yeah.
the water on this one, and
It's
like in
unreal.
the beginning scene,
It's unreal,
when they show Burke, it was
It's unreal.
crisp.
dude. It's nice.
Crisp. Yeah, that's nice.
I
No,
mentioned before that the animation and lighting were
Gets
were a
better.
lot better
Yeah.
in this one, and I'm glad that you got to see
Witness.
that.
I like the new
Witness.
characters that they added and voice actors and actresses.
yes.
Yeah, it was a fun ride. I didn't think it was gonna be, I mean, other than from what you guys said, like it was gonna be emotional and
Yeah, we're good at
Little sad.
withholding that part. Yeah, like,
but I
yeah.
didn't expect it coming from that type of like animated movie, which was really refreshing.
They took those films very seriously.
It's
I think, when
true.
it comes to the emotions.
Craig Ferguson's in it, right?
Yeah, Craig
Yeah.
Ferguson. Yeah, it's what I really like is it's one of those examples where it's an animated movie, but it you can still have like a good level of emotion. Like it's not just it's not just the kids movie or like here's like the movie to entertain the kids to watch.
Mhm.
Like there's depth, there's layers
Like
to
I
it.
was
There's stakes,
invested.
there's consequences, like there's things that happen and then there's growth in the end. So like it really is a well put together
Yeah.
sequel. Like it was
Yeah.
really nice to see. Like I remember Anthony bringing me in like, dude, you got to watch this. I was like, oh yeah, okay. And yeah, that sequel was hella good.
Yeah, just from top to bottom, it was just like, hey, we made a good first movie, and now we have more budget.
Yeah,
That's everything was just better. You got more budget, better animation. The story was really good. Like it's
the score was good.
Yeah, the music,
The music, yes.
just top.
top,
Like
top notch.
the music just makes these
Top
films.
shelf. It's true, especially those heavy emotional
especially
moments.
especially like the song Stoics Ship. That really makes that whole moment much
Yes.
more emotional.
It's
The
true.
music is just too beautiful.
It's too
It's
good.
beautiful. Too
Again, yeah. If you
And
guys
I
haven't
like-
seen that series, you
I
gotta
like
watch it.
the time gap between the first and the second.
It's necessary.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
5 years, right? It was 5
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, it's necessary.
It's a good way to like try to be able to tell a different type of story and maybe like growth.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
Yeah, to see how the village has changed now that they all have their own,
Their own
pet
dragon.
dragons
Yeah.
and how they've accommodated having the dragons.
like
of
it's not
their-
just like the day after and then everyone,
All right, we got to
Yeah.
deal with this. No, it's just like
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is the kind of growth, the natural growth you have. There's still extra conflict involved, like how the society grew from that. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
really easy to get really into it. But I would say, yeah, that's a series is great. Like watch the series if you haven't. Like we mentioned before, you're able to watch it on Netflix.
Yeah, the first two.
Yeah, the first two on Netflix.
Third one you kind of have to find somewhere or rent
Peacock
it.
doesn't have it. I would think Peacock would have it.
Because back
don't
then
know.
it was no. I think the third film. I think it came out during the time that
It was 2019.
they changed their what was it to Universal?
Was it?
Because it used to be
DreamWorks. Yeah, it used to be DreamWorks, but right?
No, like DreamWorks did the animation, but the distributor used to be 20th Century, then it became Universal Studios.
Oh, I see. Which again, that's why I'm like, if it's owned by NBC
So
Comcast,
it could be, it could
It
be
should be on
Peacock,
there.
but we haven't checked.
It is on Hulu.
Oh, it's on
Oh,
Hulu.
here we go. It's
So-
on Hulu,
Alright, there
guys.
you go.
I am watching it next week.
Nice,
with ads.
At no additional cost, right?
It's like-
right?
Yeah, but it's with ads.
Danny will have his recap next time.
Yep.
Look forward to that.
Yeah.
All right. So
See-
then this one, I'm gonna tag team with Anthony here a little bit because
Back again.
exactly the
No spoilers.
movie we watched. Yeah, we won't give any spoilers
Spoilers
for it. For what? L.A. Lamberlance. Yeah. No. So
Okay, that was for something else.
yeah. So we saw Ambulance.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
I don't remember which day
Michael
it was,
Bay's ambulance.
but Michael
Highest
Bay's
rated-
Amber Lamps L.A. Lamps. Yeah. I don't
Highest
know.
rated Michael Bay film.
That's impossible.
No, it's not. How is it higher than Bad Boys 2?
It's the highest rated.
Are you
on
are you
Rotten
going off
Tomatoes.
of IMDb or Rotten Tomatoes?
Rotten Tomatoes?
Okay.
Shut up,
So,
Rotten man.
Just first.
Every day we
exactly.
stray further from God.
Yeah. First off, it is not his best work.
No, it's not.
not his best
Like
work.
The Rock? Come on.
Yeah. Not the movie, not the actor.
Armageddon?
But Armageddon, The Rock, Pain and Gain with The
Pain
Rock.
and Gain with The Rock. Yeah. I mean, even The Island.
The Island is fun. I like that movie.
I mean, so anyway, getting back to it, Ambulance is definitely what I would like to call a sort of like what was the phrase I used when we got out of the proof of concept? Yeah, I would consider this movie a proof of concept because a lot of Michael Bay's style of shooting movement and a lot of frenetic action. Now take that, but with controllable and programmable high-end drone footage. Take that for what you will. Like in theory, like, oh, okay, cool, we can do some really cool car chases. However, Anthony and I noticed very early on is once
you
those
can do cool car chases if you have more than a second for the camera to do its thing. But the issue with the movie is that the majority of the time that they attempt to do a cool drone shot, it lasts for like half a second.
Like three-fourths
and then it
of a
cuts
second.
to something else. And so you're like,
How many drone flips?
there is
oh
a
my god,
good amount. There was a good amount.
There's at least
maybe like 15.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably more than digits I have on my body. Like that's like some of them are like, okay, cool, that's a cool shot. Or
Especially at the beginning, it was egregious at the beginning.
At the beginning, you're like, why?
And it didn't
Like,
really make sense at the beginning.
We're stationary.
Yeah.
Why are we gonna have an aerial shot that then flips 180 degrees to just go down?
almost-
I mean, in the
from
trailer alone, there was like 20 flips.
Yeah.
But guys,
it
he'll
almost
explain.
looked like
God.
they put it wasn't a drone, that they put a camera on a roller coaster and the roller coaster does a corkscrew and it's like whew, and it just but the roller coaster is around this tall building, and so it's very strange.
But then intermit that with cuts of cars speeding, like the main ambulance speeding, and then the
And-
cop cars chasing,
And then
cut
people
back to
and
another
then
one,
going to people's faces and people running. It's this
and then
all over the place.
yeah, and then like there are some explosions that should not have exploded that way, but it's Michael Bay.
yeah, he had to. It was actually pretty tame in the explosion department.
Yeah, people think it's out all over the place. Well, there was that one scene in the kind of like slummy area with
it was like I have to use all my Bayham for this scene.
I needed Bayhem.
yeah, he needed to do
Dude,
it.
yeah, with the lowrider, like
Yeah.
that was a thing, and you're just like, okay, Michael Bay's into it. There
But
is,
There was probably
man,
3, maybe 4 of the drone shots that are actually really good because they lasted more than a second.
some of
It did
the
a
LA
cool-
River.
it would do a cool turn and then it would fly through through columns and buildings and impossible shots that you couldn't get if you're holding the camera as a person.
True.
So those shots, when it lasted for more than a second, they actually looked good. And so it's like Xavier's saying, proof of concept. He had an idea. Hey, what if I hire this person who's really good at doing
The
drone shots?
17-year-old teenager.
Yeah, 19-year-old. It's like, okay, that's cool. So you have a cool idea, but then you just like interlace it with all these jump cuts, and it's just like,
I'm wondering if he
I don't know
if he
what's going
really
on.
had that much of a say in the editing process. Because man, some of the stuff
Yeah, it
it's
was
I
weird.
know he wouldn't do that because he's really good at creating senses of scale and understanding shots. Like especially like in some of these like the chase scenes that he's known for. Again, like he has certain camera movement to make it go faster than it actually is, which you would think now that you have a drone, you don't have to do that, but that's still there, and it's just hella disorienting. From like it being shot the way it's shot, like again, it's like a good idea, but a lot of like things that just didn't hit and just you as a viewer are just kind of thrown off. But then there are a couple other things like the chase with the helicopters in the LA River, like that stuff actually came out really well because they
Yeah.
had the space for it.
yeah.
But like then we go to like some of the writing.
Yep. Like usual for Michael Bay movies. That's why I was asking, like, does he just always work with the same writers? Because there's always some weird jokes and some weird characters in his movies, and they always say the most random things. And
Like the
it's
like the
just-
surveillance lieutenant
yeah.
chick, like
I don't
what
know,
was
man.
like? I'm not here trying to flirt. I was like, no one was like, who? Why would you even say this?
Yeah, it was weird.
And then the dog, like,
There's this whole subplot with somebody's dog.
it doesn't
it's
get
ridiculous.
resolved. That's
It's-
all I
yeah.
gotta tell you. There's no. It's not a spoiler. It's just that like that shows up and then it just nothing happens.
I was constantly saying like, and the dog.
Yeah,
And the
like
dog?
that's the whole thing. It was so like hilariously distracting. I was like, guys, like I was looking at Anthony, just like, where's the dog? Like I'm invested now in the dog. Like forget the fact that Jake Gyllenhaal, I'm pretty sure like is acting in like a completely different movie than what the movie we're in. But and then you have the straight man as Yahya Abdul Mateen, like doing his thing as like the kind of like sort of moral compass, and then you have I think it's Isaac Gonzalez as the ambulance EMT, like stone cold, like no phased under pressure, and then just
I'm the best EMT. I could be a doctor if I wanted to, but I'm not.
but plot reasons
Yeah.
and a whole bunch of stuff, and there's a whole thing with a video web conference, and that was really stupid too. And man, so
I mean,
anyway,
Spoilers without context.
Yeah,
we got a
exactly.
dog and a WebEx.
a dog, a WebEx, drone shots, and a lowrider. That's all you
Yeah.
get.
Okay.
So they're a lot of the movies very tense. So yeah, classic Michael Bay creates tension, but
Yeah.
part of that tension is a lot of the quick cuts and you trying to figure out what's going on, and then the crazy situations, the nonsensical situations that occur in this movie. Because this movie should be like 30 to 45 minutes long, and they extend it to 2 hours somehow.
Yeah.
But
Oh, man.
yeah,
2
it's-
hours.
I think it's like an hour and
it's an hour and
50
48,
yeah, something
or
like
something
that.
like that.
Oh, with like the quickest end credits of all time.
Holy hell.
I think it was like a 2 or 3 minute end credits.
Yeah,
And
we were
just
sitting
like,
down like, okay, cool, like let's digest that, and we're like already at the very end. It's like, thank you to LA. It's like, whoa, that's hold up, sir. At the same time, we were leaving, and some guys like, that movie's really good, and we're like, this guy's like 60 something. Was he paying attention? Like, I don't understand. Like, so it's not like terrible, but it's like
he has better movies.
he has better movies. So that's why I'm just hella offended by the fact that it's his best reviewed movie. Like, these are people who obviously like haven't seen like, you know, like opening the wine closet of Michael Bay goodness, which is weird. We're not like Michael Bay stands or anything. It's just like he has better films. But
It's a 68.
if you want to have fun,
68, and that's his highest.
that's his highest at 68. No
Jeez.
way. Come on. Bad Boys 2? You ain't never seen Bad Boys 2?
I think those were in the 40s,
I mean,
30s or 40s.
Transformers 1 and 3 are better than Ambulance.
Number
but, you know,
one
the other ones,
is Ambulance at a 68, and then 2 is The Rock
okay.
At
at
what?
66,
Wow.
and then 3
What?
is Transformers at a
The
58.
first one, right?
58,
Yeah, the first
one. Man,
And then 13 hours.
13 hours.
13
is
hours
good.
is actually
That's
solid.
That's a
Yeah.
good movie.
It's a good that's solid.
51.
It should be a little
It's
higher,
pretty
but
crazy.
whatever.
Where's
That was good.
Armageddon?
How's Armageddon
like in the
like
40s?
90?
His 8th one, which is at a 38%.
What?
I guess.
I guess people don't like Aerosmith. I don't know, like Aerosmith or Bruce Willis. Like
a lot
I
of
don't
people
know,
did
man.
close their eyes when they watched that movie. I guess.
I guess
my God.
they did fall asleep. I don't know. Like I don't know what's going on there. Music reference, Zach. Get it. All right. So with that rounding up our recent watch list, you can find those movies. Ambulance and Fantastic Beasts can be found in theaters. How to Train Your Dragons 1 and 2 can be on Netflix, and the third one is on Hulu.
What do you rate Ambulance?
Man, like a 5.5.
Yeah, 5.5,
Yeah.
6. 5.5, 6. Like it's not a terrible movie, but like you kind of expect more, which is weird to say for Michael
The
Bay.
acting isn't bad at all.
Yeah.
No, acting,
it's
everyone
fine.
does their job well. Like again, you have heavy hitters and like Jake Gyllenhaal. Again, I always say like if Yahya Abdul Mateen's in something, I'm watching it hands down. Like that dude's awesome. But like the rest of it, like everybody does their job, but it's just the other things about it, like the writing, the way the film's kind of cut and edited. I forget who did the music again.
Shout out to the Ninja Warrior that was in the movie.
Oh yeah, shout out to Flip Rodriguez. He totally has a whole stunt bit. It's kind of awesome. Shout out again to that's Flip Rodriguez.
Is it
Watch American Ninja Warrior.
Lauren Belf, right?
Lauren Balfe did the music.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy does some cool stuff. And so you can find those.
It was decent.
Yeah.
If you want to watch it in theater, go ahead. But you could probably wait if you're not.
If you
that
really want
eager
to turn
watch
your
it,
brain off.
yeah, you could wait for it.
Like if you hit a bar up or something, you're like, you know what? Let's just walk in the movie and watch Amber Lamps. Like you can do it. You'll be like, one for ambulance, please, and they'll just kind of judge you from behind the booth and
What
do
movie?
it. Amber Lamps. No. So check them out if you want to. Those are our recommendations. We are now going to pivot over to news with Danny.
All right, so the first bit of news, which we kind of briefly went over in the beginning with Fantastic Beast, is the box office for Fantastic Beast for the
Oh.
week.
Enlighten us, good sir.
So opening weekend, it made 45 million
45
Here, right? North
in the
American?
U.S.
domestic, yeah,
All right.
in
Okay.
the U.S. And then
That's a
worldwide,
little rough.
it's just crossed over the 200 million.
Okay.
Which
So does that include the U.S.'s tally?
Yes.
Man,
Yeah.
I can't speak.
Yes.
Oh,
so worldwide, it looks like it's doing okay.
all right.
But it's definitely the lowest. It's from the trilogy so far.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it was the lowest.
Yeah,
the
I think-
lowest opening.
Yeah, I don't think people outside of the U.S. really care about the Johnny Depp situation. So.
Yeah, so they're just like, go for it. Yeah. But I think with that being said, I still would hope that because I think Danny brings this up because Warner Brothers said that the continuing for the last two films that they have
Depends on this.
conceptualized depends on the box office. Exactly right.
Which is kind of.
I mean,
yeah. Why would they?
You're already on
Kind of-
number 3, and if you already said that we're gonna make 5,
Yeah.
Yeah.
why are you not just gonna do the last 2?
Like they're threatening to just kill off the series before.
How
it
much
even
profit they made off of
finishes.
Batman? Come on,
A lot.
Like, they come on,
They can share the-
They can share the load, as Samwise Gamgee says. You can do it. Come on, they can do it. Share the load. Get away from it. Yeah, that whole bit's great. But I think I would really want to see it continue because
I want to see it end. Like I want to
Yeah.
see the full story of
people want
what they
that.
thought.
Yeah.
People want that ultimate duel between Dumbledore and Grindelwald. And again, no spoilers, but you see a lot of really cool, like wand fighting and just a lot of the combat. And things get a little bit up close and personal sometimes. Some fun and creative spells that happen too. And it's shot really well. So I want to see more of that. Like
There were
let
some
it go
great
nuts.
scenes, like fighting scenes, and one long bit towards the middle of the movie. I won't
Yeah.
spoil it. That was really cool how they did it with the effects and kind of messing around with different spells. So
That's true, yeah. And then
new spells we haven't seen before. So.
because it is a fantastic beast, like you get a chance to show off the magizoologist that is Newt Scamander, like really get to problem solve in a fun and creative way. So I mean, I'm if you haven't seen it yet, I would say like given the score, like we're gonna give it like a soft 7, but still go watch it. I would say let's give it some more money and let's hopefully tell Warner Bros. Just finish it up.
And the first one and second one are on HBO Max, so it's recommended you should watch that first.
Yeah,
it's
even
definitely
the second one, the second one's rough, but give it a watch because
it's better watching it again.
they reference some stuff. But and there is that one scene with the I call the green firewall, but that one scene I thought was really awesome. Like I thought,
green firewall.
yeah, where it's like, hey, if you're gonna join me with
Or the
Grindelwald,
blue
Oh, the
firewall.
blue.
is it blue?
Yeah, blue. I was like green.
I'm colorblind. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I kept thinking green because obviously like a lot of the bad spells
It's like a
are green.
teal.
It's like this really
Or even like the powder, the
flu powder.
flu powder.
Yeah.
There we go.
See, I
Flu
know that
powder's
one.
green. That
Yeah.
one's green.
Port keys are fun too. There's a lot of port keys in this.
So if this is a soft 7, what is a hard 7?
It's a hard 7.
Mm-hmm.
A hard 7 would be Uncharted.
Uncharted is a hard
A hard
7.
7. I was like, hey, it was
Interesting.
good. It wasn't great. 8 is when we start going into great.
I would
wouldn't
call
even-
Uncharted a soft 7 and maybe even 6.
A hard
Ish.
6.
I would say it's a 4.
Damn, buddy. Damn, buddy.
There were too many convenient plot points.
Yes, for sure.
Yes.
Well,
For sure.
yes, but there
Have
is
we
that
talk-
one
that's
awful
we talk
miscontinuity in the post credit.
Did we talk about
that.
Uncharted here?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
I don't
I'm
even
pretty
I
remember.
think we
did.
talked about
Yeah,
it.
we did.
Yeah, I think we mentioned it a little.
All the listeners be like, yeah, you did, guys. Come on, get with your own programming.
Come
That-
on, guys.
That post credit
like,
scene,
briefly.
we were
Yeah,
like,
everybody's like, where'd the
dying
watch
of
come
that.
from? Yeah. So anyway, bringing that back in, hopefully it makes some more money as the next couple weeks go through, but it's gonna be rough because Doctor Strange is coming around the corner. Obviously, we have Northman and the unbearable weight of massive talent, and the rest of summer
Like the following weeks are not going to be too good for this movie too.
maybe word of mouth helps it survive for another week or so. But here's hoping.
I feel like it won't do that bad because it is a big franchise. So movies like The Northman or the Nick Cage one, they won't.
Yeah, those
Like-
are. I feel like those are very
Niche.
I don't think they'll make as
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
money as you think.
It's really when Doctor Strange comes out. that
Yeah.
it'll really destroy.
What comes
All the
out-
Skarsgård fans
What
are going to be
comes
coming
out-
up this
What
weekend.
comes out next weekend?
The
the-
27th?
The Northman.
No, that's this
Oh, that's
weekend.
this
29th.
The 29th.
Because
Not
if,
Downton Abbey,
if
no
nothing
kidding.
else really big comes out, then Fantastic Beasts potentially has
Yeah.
2
2
more
weeks.
weeks.
Yeah, probably has a time.
2 weeks.
So then, what would the movie have to make in order for Warner Brothers to decide to
That we
greenlight
don't
it?
It has to cross. I would say
Usually movies that
At least to
that
break
big,
even. But
Usually movies that big, they spend a crap ton on advertising,
yeah.
and it's usually almost the same amount of the budget of the movie.
What
so
I will
if the
say,
movie I don't know
yeah.
how much it costed, but if it was a $200 million movie, which right now they're breaking even, but just with that cost,
Yeah.
and they probably spent $150 million on advertising, so you still need to make a good chunk more just to break even.
I think, yeah, but I will say I don't think the marketing was that strong for this one. So I don't think that they shelled
think
that
so
much
either.
into marketing.
It was
Like-
late.
What did the last 2 movies make?
So
I think the first one was
so
like
Anthony was right on the money. The budget was $200 million,
Sweet.
Yeah, it's usually around 200 million for movies.
and
like that.
right now it's worldwide box office. We said including domestic is $200 million.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Or
it's
it's
breaking
just
even.
crossing 200.
Right.
Yeah.
So
it made its money back on the
budget.
actual budget.
Budget.
And
So
still,
now it needs to make
It needs to
the
make
advertising money.
money. Yeah, it needs to at least make 50 to 60 million. I would say that's like being
I
really
don't know.
nice.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's being
And
it might
that's-
be more than that.
Well, so but
Then we
here's
got
hoping.
The Ezra Miller stuff.
Man,
It just gets even worse.
yeah, I mean they might just do well, okay, I was
don't
going to
think
say
we've
something.
talked about that at all.
No,
So,
we haven't. But I that remains to be seen. Warner Brothers Discovery have a decision to make with that.
They were already talking about making a decision, and then now I think it'll be worse.
Yeah. Now it's
But-
just like, dude.
To anybody who's confused about what we're talking about, Ezra Miller, aka he's what's his name in Fantastic Beasts?
Credence,
Credence?
slash
I
Aurelius
almost said
Dumbledore.
Tumpence for some reason. But yeah, his Credence in Fantastic Beasts. He is also the Flash in the most, the past couple of DC movies. And he's going to be in the Flash movie, which got delayed more than a year now. And it's very likely it got delayed because he's in hot water. And he's been...
I thought the
The
movie was delayed before.
It was,
It
but then it
was
got
delayed
delayed
a bunch of
again.
times.
but after hearing all this stuff, it's probably a little bit of that too.
Maybe
Because
we'll
they're
see.
probably trying to figure out something
What to do.
because you can't promote the movie with your star.
It's like, and if your star is gonna throw temper tantrums, or honestly at this point, because it's now like couple of different incidences while he's in Hawaii, like where the cops are just pressing charges or people are pressing charges at this point, he's getting arrested again. It's getting to a point where maybe he needs help. Like I think
he for sure does.
Yeah, like there has to be some form of wild intervention or something, man.
There was a whole thing that happened too, and was it England or somewhere in the
it
UK?
was like a bar
like
that he
last
got into a fight in a
year.
bar. Yeah. So it's like I remember when Russell Crowe was getting around just fighting everybody.
He supposedly choked the lady or something.
What, for this time?
No, this was like a
for
year,
the-
or so,
for
a couple
the-
years ago.
The other one, yeah.
Yeah, and Warner Brothers didn't really do anything about that. And then now with all this stuff in Hawaii, he's over here berating and assaulting people,
Threatening
at a bar.
to burn somebody,
Yeah.
or burn a couple, and then throwing a chair at someone, and then creating a gag.
So after one of these incidents at the bar, he got arrested, and then I guess a couple that he was hanging out with while he was in Hawaii, they bailed him out of jail, and then like the next day, he threatens that couple that bailed him out, and then they pretty much got a restraining order on him and said like, all right, forget you, man. You're not as cool as we thought you were. And then now we just saw a report that he potentially got arrested again. So I don't know what's going on in Hawaii, but he's definitely
he should just
acting
leave
the fool.
the state already.
He's acting the fool.
Maybe he's there because he's filming something else, but now who the heck knows?
But last week after the other incidents before the one that we heard about today, it was when Warner Brothers was already talking about considering what they're gonna do about him.
Yeah, they said pause/cancel.
Right, and you can't really cancel the Flash movie because it's
like
done.
Fully,
It's probably been done
Yeah.
for a while, and they're either fixing stuff in post or now they're trying to figure out, this movie's done, but we may not continue with him being the Flash anymore. They might have to recast him, so it's this whole ordeal, and and now people are saying, oh, just make it Grant Gustin, the Flash from the TV show, but that's a whole nother.
That's another
a
can
whole
of
nother
worms.
topic.
It's like
Yeah.
But
That's
anyway,
nuts.
so Ezra Miller, good luck to you. Get help, but
Please get
man,
help, but
Stop
you know.
acting the fool.
seriously.
All right. So moving on to the next bit of news. It's a bit of a secret news that
This
just
guy's
came
trying
out.
to hit us with some surprise or
Yeah.
like
I
no
haven't
key
told
news.
them. I don't know if they've seen it. So we have a casting announcement for a new movie. The movie is Minecraft.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This whole thing.
It's-
Okay, yeah.
Live action.
Was it casting or is it the fact that he just was like, hey, I'm gonna help produce this movie?
No, he's like
he-
you're gonna
he-
be casted.
Wasn't it
Is he-
because he turned down Knuckles, and now he's like, you know what? I'm gonna get on this video game bandwagon.
He was supposed to be on
I'll just
Netflix?
get on the most
Supposedly,
popular.
he was
video
one
game.
of the.
I guess.
Yeah.
According to the most popular, that or GTA is the most popular.
No,
No, it's
this-
not GTA.
this
I
is
know what
clearly
game
the
he's
most
talking
popular
about.
So-
I think Anthony knows too.
So it's Jason Momoa. It's gonna be in Minecraft, the live action version of
My man.
Minecraft.
It shouldn't be. How is you gonna do live action Steve
Are they gonna
face? Like I don't know.
8-bit Jason Momoa
I hope so, but also what? Like
and make him into blocks?
that just feels like a 15-minute bit.
You
not
don't.
like
you
a
don't.
whole
I don't think you
ass
hire like a good-looking man like that to
thing
turn him
8-bit
into blocks, because ladies would probably want to go see that movie just because he's in it.
Or maybe you do just to like really
or men-
do something
men too.
nuts. Like I don't
What
know,
would the
dude.
plot even be?
You can do whatever you want. Like
It's
it can-
Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft is literally a sandbox. You do whatever you want with it.
I mean,
Literally.
everybody said the same thing when they announced, "Hey, people, we're gonna do a Lego movie," and
Yeah.
bless you, that movie was good.
This is true. Who do we know who's set to or like produce it or who's like what studio is anything? Or it's just like I'm Jason Momoa. I'm gonna do a Minecraft movie and that's it. We would assume so.
I don't know
Sure.
who's doing it.
Like
But I don't think Jason
Danny-
Momoa is even playing the main character. Is
what? No.
No, he has to be like the lead.
He's not gonna be
Some
Steve.
sort of lead.
Why not?
Well,
is Steve the main
He's not gonna be
character?
Steve.
Minecraft,
Minecraft
Steve is
I
the
mean,
main character.
He's gonna be a
Steve just got
villager.
ripped.
If he's as broken,
He's
as
gonna
he
be
is
a
in Smash
villager.
Brothers, I mean,
He's gonna be
Yeah.
a villager.
Man.
Oh, Warner Brothers.
They're gonna hire him, and he's just gonna make weird noises.
So it's Warner Brothers. So Warner Brothers is on top of this here.
Or he'll be a creeper.
but do they have any?
He'll be a creeper.
Do they have any directors?
Any
attached to it?
directors?
It was supposed to be in a couple years ago.
Says
It
on the
was in negotiations
Peter
to be the one from Free Guy.
Oh,
And,
yeah, but he's busy
The Adam
now.
Project, but
he's
no,
busy now
he's
doing
busy.
Deadpool 3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Deadpool 3.
Yeah, he's on that horse. But it's a guy that the name I'm seeing here is Peter Solid.
And who's that?
Good question.
Cool.
Exactly. But hey, who knows, man? But Warner Brothers is gonna try to strike it again because the Mortal Kombat movie was fun. It had its good moments. So I think they're gonna try to really like draw from the video game well. Now that even Sonic is still raking in a whole bunch of money.
Yeah.
This should be exciting, and hopefully it draws in an interesting crowd. And we'll have to wait for a trailer to really see what's up with it.
For
yeah, but
sure.
we're not gonna get a trailer for a while because the movie's
course
not
not.
set to come out for like another like a year.
At
or
least
two?
2 years.
Probably next
It's
year.
animated, so probably.
I mean,
2
they're
years.
just doing the
But-
casting now, so
Well, you said it's animated.
live action.
No.
Oh, it's live action.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
It is
sounded
live
like it's like a live
What?
action.
Yeah.
See, this is still confusing.
That's
yeah,
weird.
if you want
That's
to,
weird.
if you want an animated movie, you just download like Minecraft Story Mode.
They could just do Minecraft story mode and have it be a movie. It'd be great. And it's just like Jason Momoa playing this, and people would watch that, which is weird.
Like
but
the
still.
entire time, like his voice is actually just him online playing with
Yeah.
his friends.
Exactly. It's like, yo, I need a fence in my pigs. Like, just I don't know. Like, let's do all this stuff. That's nuts, man. But speaking of trailers,
Yeah.
we finally got something good, right, Danny?
Finally, you got the Thor Love and Thunder trailer with a poster as well.
Finally,
And we were all thinking it was going to come out with Doctor Strange,
we thought wrong.
and it came out 3 weeks early.
Thanks,
Nice.
Taika.
Nice. all
Thank
all
you.
that 80s goodness.
Can we talk about the Sweet Child of Mine
Yes.
Yes.
on the trailer?
That came out just as a side note. That came out with Appetite for Destruction, right?
Yes.
That album.
Yes.
So technically, that is an '80s song because it
Yes,
came out in
it is.
'87.
It
Word,
Yep.
Mhm.
nice. So
definitely fit the mood.
it really did. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. I love seeing just some of the visuals and the colors that we're getting out of that. You got to see more of just like, all right, just how do you recover from such a wild event? And so Thor's kind of
We're
in there.
getting that workout montage.
Yeah, I really hope it has some cheesy music behind it.
Wild events, because
Yeah.
you have to remember, right before Infinity War was Ragnarok, so Thor has been on like a
Huge roller coaster.
he was like on a binge of like
Not even binge.
the
It's more
crappiest
just like
the crappiest month of all time.
yeah, it's like Thor's no good, terrible, very bad 6 years. Like it was really tough. Like yeah,
Oh
he
yeah,
lost.
that's right, because the jump,
Yeah, so he lost his dad. He lost his hammer.
the whole
He
his
lost
whole world.
his whole world. I mean, before that, the Dark World, he lost his mom. But then, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4. He lost his whole world. Then he lost half of the Asgardian population. Heimdall. He, lost against Thanos, and then that just, blinked everything else out. And then he just kind of
We
let
went to this whole
depression take hold.
Yeah, we went to
Yeah.
depression.
Like,
Gained some weight.
Yeah, I mean, the weight gain is one thing, but you can really tell from like a lot of the, like I thought it was done really well. The fact that like there's a lot of the mental stuff behind it, like it was cool. So, obviously not cool, but it was really great and the more nuanced to see. So then now, kind of going through all of that, kind of regaining himself to try to find himself again, seems kind of cool.
Yeah.
So is it like Love and Thunder because it's self-love and thunder?
Oh.
Hmm?
I mean, you could see in the trailer a little bit like he's taking a step back from
Mhm.
kind of
Heroics.
the fighting, and I think there's one scene where the Guardians go up to fight, and then he kind of like just walks
He
away.
dips.
And he's like,
"I'm
"Hey,
gone."
Korg, I'm going this way." And Korg's like, "Yeah, man, we're going too." I don't know. That's my impersonation of Korg. Korg was my favorite character in Ragnarok, by the way.
Yeah, it was
So,
great.
like Taika putting himself in the movie, I think is awesome. It just do it more because he did that recently with Our Flag. Our Flag Means Death on HBO Max. So we're seeing more of that, and like they're kind of like just sojourning across different areas. There's one shot, if you guys noticed, from where they're in like that sort of like ice landscape with that giant creature just knocked over.
Wasn't
Oh,
that the
yeah.
one that he
That's from the
killed in the
comics.
first movie?
No,
was
but
it?
no,
Or
but
similar?
it looks similar, but something different. It's
Okay.
100% lifted from a shot from one of the more recent comics that
I
came
saw
out.
that online. It looks
Yeah.
literally
It's like-
identical,
It's great.
Just
Like, that's the kind of stuff you
without
want.
Cork.
Yeah, without Cork. That's the kind of stuff you want in terms of like, yeah, we're gonna draw the inspiration because these are movies based off of comic books. So here's some comic book stuff, like some great visuals that you really get from that type of medium. And then of course now we get the cool stories involved in it, and so I think the trailer gave us enough of a feast of our eyes to ask questions without getting too wild. Like I weird because it looked like Zeus with the Thunderbolt, like it was boomeranging back to him. Like I don't know what's up, but
It's Russell Crowe.
it is indeed Russell
Yeah.
Crowe. That's confirmed. It
was definitely a
good.
teaser, which was cool.
Yes.
We
I'm cool
didn't
with that.
see the villain.
Yeah, they're not gonna
we
show
didn't
him.
see
I
that.
think all I want is that. Like, give me that teaser. I can
Yeah.
rock this for another.
We could hold
3
off
months.
for a little bit now.
I'm good for 3 months. Just give me that teaser.
2.5.
Maybe we'll get a full trailer
No.
with Doctor Strange.
I don't want
It's
it.
possible.
It's possible, but I don't want.
Yeah, now they're teasing us with a little minute and a half.
Yeah, minute and a half thing.
Well,
Like,
But now we'll get like a
How
full
about
2 minute
that,
trailer.
How about them guns on Natalie Portman?
I love it.
It
I
was-
love it. I
at the
love
end
it.
of the trailer.
100%.
It
I
was
need
the
more of it.
perfect way to end that teaser.
Yeah.
Yeah, and notice that hammer's reconstructed.
Yeah, it's like
Yep.
taped up.
I thought it was like an alternate, because my whole theory is like, oh, like if we're dealing with variants and everything else like that, then okay, cool. Like maybe this variant of Thor is now Jane Foster from some other reality that's allowed to be branched and live.
I mean, it could.
I hope
Because
still
of stuff
be,
with Lord-
I don't know. I hope that's not it, but
I
maybe
don't think
if
so.
it is, then
But
that
now-
might be an excuse to have Loki in the movie. but
Maybe.
Who knows?
But now, as a result, also who knows? But with with Mjolnir showing that's almost reconstructed, that means something's up. Like that
Yeah.
means there's some continuity things going on.
Somebody fixed it. So
Yeah, I
It's
wonder
the-
if it was this. What's it? Well, he can't. No, his hands are messed up. I was gonna say Peter Dinklage from Infinity War.
Or maybe it's just the All Father magic.
You mean the Odin Force?
yeah,
Yeah, that's the Odin Force. I used to call that the Broken Force because that thing could just basically do whatever it wanted. Oh, that's how strong Odin was in the comics. He's just like, whatever, I willed it. It's amazing. Yeah, we're all really excited for it. I think the world's really excited. It got how many views in 24 hours?
206 million? 204 million? Yeah, somewhere around there.
It's
pocket
206.
change.
Delayed gratification. That reminds
It's
me
the fourth highest viewed trailer
of anything.
in 24 hours. First being Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Yeah.
Second being Endgame, and third being Infinity War.
Yeah, all
Really?
Marvel.
None of them would be a Star Wars movie, or
No, they beat a Star Wars movie.
interesting.
And that's funny because as talking about delayed gratification, because we waited for so long and then we're like, wow, we got it. This is cool. Like there was a fun little ad that Tom Hiddleston did once with Cookie Monster. And he's talking about delayed gratification. Like, hey, if you wait for your cookies, it'll taste even better. Like, look that up. It's really funny. And Cookie Monster's like, no, I want it now. He's like, just wait. Now you get it. He's like, whoa, so good. It's really funny. It's really, really good. So July 7th or the 8th is when we get Thor Love and Thunder.
Sure,
Probably.
whenever it comes out,
Either one
We'll
of them.
go the night before.
We'll go the night before.
Well,
Midnight.
it'll be so if it's a Friday, July 8th.
So 7th. Good. That's why I said 7th.
July 7th
Yeah.
at 6 p.m.
Yeah. We may.
For whatever.
Yeah.
12
Maybe.
o'clock, midnight.
Yeah. Right. Maybe we get a couple.
I used to do that.
Yeah.
well,
He and
we
I
used
used
to
to
do
do
that.
that all the time.
I've done it for Star Wars. I think I got out of the theater
They
at like
would-
4 o'clock
It's great.
They kind of frown upon that
on a
now.
Thursday.
I don't. Yeah. It's unfortunate, but hey, who knows? Yeah. So let the record state. I'm all for muscular Natalie Portman. This is great. This is what a time to be alive. Thank you so much.
Glad she's back too.
Hmm?
Glad she's back. Just in
Yeah,
general,
yeah.
like,
Give her.
in
I
the
mean, like you
Thor-
have an Academy
Thor story.
Award-winning actress in Natalie Portman. Let's give her stuff to do. Like she did a whole ballet training for Black Swan. Why not train to just
got
beat a
a-
whole bunch of fools up?
Couple Academy Award winners in this movie. You got Russell
Russell
Crowe.
Crowe.
You got Christian Bale, who's gonna play Gore, the God Butcher.
Damn,
who's
you got
the enemy.
3.
And Taika Waititi is an Oscar winner.
Yeah,
Ooh.
for screenwriting for Jojo
Yeah.
Rabbit.
So
This
there-
movie
there might
stacked.
be others, and I'm just forgetting. So
Movie stacked. I mean, we also had Anthony Hopkins and the others. So there's that.
yeah, he might
And-
come out of nowhere. And if they show Hella out of nowhere, even though
No.
they shouldn't, but she's going to Oscar too.
Flashback.
Thor Ragnarok. Oh shit, it's Thor. Like that's I love that. It's like Anthony Hopkins having fun. But with that, that wraps up our news for the week. So now we're gonna pivot to our very coveted topic for discussion. And just in case, if you're not following us on social media through Popcorn Watchlist or subscribing, please do so. So that way, every week you can have a say in what topic we're going to be talking about for the week, and that you can put your input. We really appreciate it. So out of a good amount of votes, how many votes did we get in the end, Danny?
I think we got 16 in
16
total?
or 17?
17.
Yeah.
17 million votes, guys.
17 million votes.
Thank you so much.
So we narrowed it down to our topic being our favorite movies released by Disney in the 1990s. This includes animated and live action. So this is a fun one that we all got to talk about. We didn't reveal our picks
to each other.
So this is going to be a surprise. Initially, I joked that I was going to go first, but I'm actually going to give the mic over. We're going to do Uno rules, so dealer's left. So it's going to go to Anthony.
Oh, God. So are we doing live action or are we doing
animation
first?
So are we going to do animated live action or we're going to go down the line?
Let's all do animated and then let's all do
live action. All right. I like that.
So
go for it.
I'm going first. Okay, now you got me in a pickle because there's the big ones.
Get it. Come on.
I'm going to go with Hercules.
I knew it.
I
knew it.
That was my backup.
I knew he was going to pick Hercules. There's no way he wasn't going to pick Hercules.
I mean, I could have picked like Aladdin because it's just so classic. Aladdin's awesome, but yeah, I don't know. Something about Hercules. All the songs in Hercules are what the young kids say. Bangers.
Who put the Glad in Gladiator? Indeed.
Hercules. But
Man.
yeah, Hercules is so much fun. I watched that movie tons when it came out, and yeah, it was
great villain.
And when that movie came out, I had a younger brother who was probably like 4 or 5 at the time, so it was just like, let's watch this movie 1,000 times a day. So like I know that movie very well, along with a lot of other Disney movies. So.
You can say he went the distance.
I did.
Yeah, I had to go there. I love that movie. Yeah, it's one of the really fun, the kind of like Disney takes on older stories. The running joke is always that like Disney can never get an origin, like the source material right because they made Zeus a family man. Like I love that. Like and that was Rip Torn as Zeus.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. He's really cool. But Danny already mentioned like that has one of like the top, one of the best Disney villains. Hence they keep using him in every Kingdom Hearts.
James Woods.
James Woods
is so good.
Yeah, James Woods is too good as Hades, man.
Which they announced Kingdom Hearts 4.
Yeah,
and he's in it.
Let's hope
probably.
So. He's got to hopefully do some voiceover for it, man. He's been around for a while, so if he's able to do it, let's make it happen. But
like,
yeah, Hercules.
What a cool movie that they somehow were able to make a Disney-fied version of material that should be not for kids. It should be more violent and more sexual, and they somehow, it's a little violent for a kids movie, but
the Hydra
it was still really cool. Yeah, and the effects on the Hydra and on the monsters is really cool in the movie,
dude. And then some of the little like inside jokes, the jokes that were written in there are pretty great. Like all the stuff, like the random city people in Thebes, like a lot of the lines that they throw out are legitimately funny. You have again Hades being Hades. A lot of the fun stuff with Phil, the kind of Phil's arc, just everybody going through his whole thing. The slapstick humor with Pegasus. What else am I missing? I love like
Danny DeVito.
Yeah,
Danny DeVito's Philoctetes. I love the transition for when they play Go the Distance, where like he's kind of like just going off on his own. Then he goes to the Temple of Zeus, and they keep going, to the next kind of chorus into that. Like it's just such a great transition, and it's just like epic. Yeah, like I don't mean to steal Anthony's literal thunder, no pun intended.
No.
That movie's awesome. Good pick, man.
Zeus. That guy.
No,
Mount Olympus is that way.
Zeus. Yeah, guys, Mount Olympus is that way. What was the fun part is when Pain and Panic are the two little kids and they're calling for help. Somebody call IXII.
Oh, God.
I got so mad. I was like, this is Greek myth and they're using Roman numerals. I'm so mad. But I think that also has one of Anthony's.
They wear air herks.
What about when he first gets to Thebes? Who's the first guy that he meets?
Hey, Mac, want to buy a sundial? This man like almost disrobes and has he's trying to sell a sundial to Hercules.
All the sundials all over the place. And they're like, oh, this place is a mess. I'm going back to Athens.
The
like,
big all of itself.
Dude.
Like they're going to New York.
It's so good. Yeah, the big hall of itself. Yeah, it's done really well. Yeah, again, Disney Plus. All of these are going to be, I think, Disney Pluses, so you should be able to watch them. Good pick, man. Good pick.
Yeah, Hercules is really fun.
All right, so then I'm gonna go. We're gonna go across the table. I'm gonna let Zach pick next.
Oh, you're gonna meet.
Oh.
Did that take anybody's away? Did anybody else?
Took Danny's
It was
backup.
my
But that was your
backup.
backup, so I didn't take
So-
your
Yeah.
primary. Okay.
This is my chance to steal,
Oh boy.
Yep.
even though I'm not going to, because I feel like
I'm being a
gonna
nice guy. Go
Ruin
ahead.
someone's day if I do it.
Oh boy.
So I think for my favorite animated film
If you steal mine, I'm gonna have nothing.
that I
left.
thoroughly
I'm gonna murder this man on the podcast.
that I've thoroughly enjoyed watching a few times that has great comedy in it is The Emperor's New Groove.
Nope.
Nope.
Pick another one.
2000.
Take another one. That would have been
2000.
all of our picks.
2000?
Yeah.
1990 to
we all
99.
would've
my
chosen
God.
the
Damn it,
Never mind.
Let the record show that
That was that.
Emperor's New Groove is awesome, and we all would have picked it. So.
If we
I
did the
thought
2000s,
that was
yes.
like 99 or
No, it's
98.
2000.
It's 2000. God. Damn.
Okay, Xavier, you go. Well, Zach.
Yeah,
Now he has to,
I'll think of
he has to
it.
rethink his whole
I mean,
life now.
I could sit here and say like
Damn,
the
I haven't
Lion
seen
King,
any
but
other
I'm sure I'll
movies.
take someone.
Just say the Lion King. We're all
Yeah,
like
just say it.
shying away from the
Yeah,
top
you could
tier
just be
movies.
like,
so.
you can pick the top tiers. I'm giving you the
Your free-
layup.
your free
You're
choice.
giving it to me.
I'm letting you pick any of the big ones because I have a cool one.
just the Kuna Matata and just pick it.
Yeah,
Because you like the sequel, the half sequel.
you
so
like
much.
the 1.5 so much,
I like 1.5.
so that means you
But
like
it's
the first one.
2004.
So that's why you like the first one. You like Animal Hamlet. Just say you like Animal Hamlet.
Literally.
I mean,
Fine.
Fine.
are you prepared to make a decision?
Yeah. Are you prepared to make a case of why you really like Lion King, or do you want to? Do you want to? Because we ain't got all day, kid.
God, man, I wish I didn't pay attention. Man,
we got
okay,
Hans
you know what?
Zimmer.
Hans
I
Zimmer,
know.
man. That's your boy.
And Elton John, I think too, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And-
Yeah, you know what?
Like-
Whoever that is.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, I'll go Lion King.
He's so
if-
reluctant, but yeah, okay.
Only
yeah.
because I really wish Emperor's New Groove was 1990s.
Nope.
You don't have to. Like, is there another one that you're thinking of?
I mean, I'm not a.
Beauty and the Beast,
I mean, it's good, but it's not one of my favorites.
Aladdin.
Little Mermaid is another one, but I don't even know if that's from the 90s.
There's another one with Elton John.
I don't think it is from the 90s. I think
It might be like late 80s or
What?
something.
Little
Mermaid. I think 89.
Yeah.
There's Mulan. Mulan's
Mulan.
not bad. You know what? I'm gonna go with Mulan.
Good for you.
Because-
Thank you.
Hey,
Nice.
finally.
He did get
it
that
has-
business.
I
That's
think
a good one.
I think it has arguably the best song in any Disney
Close.
Renaissance
Disney
film
Renaissance.
ever.
What was it?
The Christina Aguilera song.
Yeah, the Christina Aguilera song. My Reflection, right?
Perfect. Nah.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a good
Yes.
song. But
Actually, you know what? That is a good song.
But
But
come on.
of course, we all know. Actually, the rock version of
What?
wait, hold on. No,
like The Rock singing it.
no, like a metal
Oh man,
version.
you piqued
Of,
my interest for a second.
I was like, I need to listen to
Yeah.
that.
Didn't I reference this earlier? Just tell everybody, let's get down to business.
Yes.
To defeat the Huns, man.
Yeah,
That
make,
song
And
is
that's
man.
not the song you're
Yeah.
talking about.
M-
Make a man out of you.
Yeah, of course, it's the song I'm talking about.
Good. Be a man. Like,
It's
dude,
a great.
that song is so good.
Donnie
Osmond. Dude,
It's
like,
so great.
that's like one of the like best workout songs to work out.
I
to.
think
It's
so.
like,
There's
yes.
one bad part in that song though.
There is.
Oh, is it the I know it's I asked for men, but they
Ah,
I asked for
No,
son.
no.
They
Oh.
sent me daughters instead of
Oh,
sons.
yeah,
No,
that.
That's
No,
not
no,
what
that's
we're
not
talking
what I
about. No.
There's one section that Mushu has to sing, and it's not Eddie Murphy. This boy's got him scared to death. Yeah.
It's not
He
Eddie
says,
Murphy.
That guy got him scared to death, and it's not Eddie Murphy. I guess
Is
he
it?
couldn't say those lines in the
They-
song.
Like, it's not
I-
even. It's
I
like
never even
spoken.
noticed that.
It's no. There's no way
he's
you
like, that guy's got him
unhear it.
scared to death, and then she's like, hope he doesn't see right through me. It's like,
And it's definitely not Eddie Murphy. It's really jarring. Watch it come out and be like, oh no, it was Eddie Murphy.
and you're
but
just
no.
now you just laugh every time you hear like, oh,
I never even noticed.
You-
Now
you'll-
time
you'll
to rewatch it.
watch it again and you'll go, oh yeah, okay. That and
it's not my Mushu.
not my oh my god. Yeah, Pat Morita was the emperor. Obviously, Ming Na.
Ming Na Wen.
Ming Na
Yes.
Wen, yeah, man.
And
She's been doing Disney stuff for years.
For so long. She's also Chun-Li in Street Fighter. One of the
Yeah, that's not Disney though.
And
It's
then
not
the actor that played Chen.
Oh, you know who that is?
Like I forget his. Is it?
Is it? Come on, it's right there.
BD Wong.
Yeah,
There
you
we
got
go.
it. You got it. BD Wong, good for you. Yeah, man, that's Doctor Wu from Jurassic Park, and I
Somehow-
forget the other guy
and
from.
Hugo Strange from Gotham.
Everything has to go back to Jurassic Park.
Everything always comes back to Jurassic Park. So good pick. I'm glad you finally settled on
Nice.
Mulan. You're like
Yeah.
reluctantly Lion King. No, man, Mulan. Pick Mulan. It's
Because
good.
I'm
What do you like
sure
about it?
one of you guys is gonna have Lion King, which is why I don't want to take it.
No.
So.
I don't think any
No,
of us are.
I
gonna
don't think
pick
anyone
Lion King,
took
even though I would love to pick Lion
That's
King.
a
but
lie.
When you guys,
That's a lie.
it's
No.
a lie. Young
A
King.
Lion King.
That's a lion.
Nice.
No, I
Danny.
mean I would have picked
Yeah.
it, but since we only have one pick, it was kind of like
Yeah.
Yeah, pick something.
So
fun.
it's
my
not-
backup
I
was
mean I love Lion King, but
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
great. Yeah, the music is fantastic.
my backup was Hercules. You know, I would choose either Lion King or Aladdin, but I'm gonna go totally different route here. I'm gonna choose a Goofy movie.
He got my
Nice.
first pick.
Hey!
That's a
He
good
took
one.
it from me. Good
Dude,
job.
I had that one on VHS. It was a fun ride.
yeah, it is a fun movie.
It is a fun road trip.
And the
ride.
sequel's good too, but I like the first one.
No, the first one's good. Power line, guys. Power line.
Who's your favorite possum? I like that part when they go to that random
Random
like
place.
Chuck E. Cheese wannabe
Oh my
place,
god.
Dude.
and then all the robot possums that are singing like start breaking
Breaking down. Oh man. Dude, like I love that because like I love the father son relationship in
Yeah.
there. The fact that like, you know, it's like Goofy being his goofy self, but like showing up as like, hey man, somewhere along the line, Goofy had a kid.
Yeah.
So if you're feeling down on your luck, Goofy had a kid. Let's just say that. But also,
Hey, man,
again, yeah,
Goofy's
going
cool.
back to Powerline, the songs are great. His Max, what was it? Yeah, Max, right? Was the name of the
His
son.
son.
Yeah,
Max,
Max.
But
yeah.
what was Max's friend, who's Pete's son?
PJ.
PJ, right? Yeah,
Pete Jr.
or Pete
Pauly
Jr.
Shore?
Yeah.
PJ.
And then, but you
Pauly
have
Shore?
Pauly Shore in it too. It's the Leaning Tower of Cheesa. Like,
Classic.
Wait, that wasn't. I'm pretty
that's
sure.
Pauly. Wasn't that
Oh, no.
Pauly Shore?
Yes, that's
No, I know, but that scene I'm thinking of the one that's like in extremely goofy movie. He has like pizza with
Yeah, no.
extra cheese.
Pizza. Yeah, no, that's
He's
the
That pizza
reusing
does
the
look
same
good
joke.
though.
builds up. That's the continuation of the same joke. Yes. So I'm really glad you picked a Goofy movie. I was like, man,
That's a good
nobody
one.
picks a Goofy movie. Like, come on, that
Yeah.
was one of the low key ones. So then now that brings it to me. I was gonna pick one, but then I realized, oh, it's technically a hybrid, so I can't really pick it.
Yeah, we are purposely not picking Pixar movies.
Yeah, no, that's not. Yeah, we're definitely not picking Pixar or Touchstone films. So I was gonna wax poetic about James and the Giant Peach, but I decided to go because we were talking about music. I decided to stake my claim on Tarzan
Nice.
Ooh.
because
Collins.
Phil
Phil
Collins
The Phil Collins show.
making straight fire with that soundtrack. Man, like just all over the place. That and
He
the
didn't
fact
need to go that hard. on
he
that
did
song.
have to
did.
go that hard.
He really
Thank
did.
you, Phil
He really
Collins.
did.
Thank you so much for that. But I also thought it was really cool, like having like this idea of just obviously like the Tarzan, the Edgar Rice, story, but just in a fun, cool Disney spin to it. That Jane was just like the super ultra bookworm, and they still make Kerchak like his adopted Tarzan's adopted father, like still this like super stone cold badass ape. But then obviously his mom, adopted mom, who's the ape, being still just that nurturing, caring bit to it to kind of show it's like it's really just like a more of a. There's always the debate like nature versus nurture. I also really liked the way it was animated in the sense that like every time he goes around the big vines and stuff, it's almost like he's surfing or skating, and that's
Yeah.
where they got a big inspiration for that. So stylistic, it was really cool.
And that works well because of the animation.
Right.
Yeah, it just keeps it nice and really smooth. The swinging's fun. It was weird having Rosie O'Donnell play like a little like she did something with her voice when she was the younger version of her character, and then being the older version. It was different with the elephant when they had the younger kid being the elephant, and then he grows up and he's like more of a kind of a doofy elephant dude. But the relationships are fun. Like it's a good film, but I think the real thing that stand out for that movie is hands down the soundtrack. That soundtrack is so good. Like again, like just
You'll be in my heart.
Just that was playing on the radio for so long, and I wasn't even mad. Then Frozen came along, and people were like, "Oh, okay, it's Let It Go again." But you hear,
Yeah, you tell all these young whippersnappers, because I'm an old man.
whippersnappers,
No, go listen to this. This little thing called Tarzan.
little thing called the Tarzan original motion picture soundtrack. Like, it's so good. Like, Strangers Like Me, like, damn, dude, like, Son of Man, God, like, it's so good. So I'll yield my time. So then we're gonna go back now to our live action picks. I know these are gonna be fun.
So I'm first again, or do we want
You want
to
to switch
go?
up the order?
I'm gonna put my reverse Uno card down, and I'll just go back to you.
Oh, so I go first now?
Yeah,
Okay,
that way-
this one's easy.
Yeah, there's so many. I don't think we're gonna step on each other's
Ooh,
toes.
you're
No,
like,
we're
"This is
not. This is
easy."
easy. It's an amazing film. I consider it a cult classic to the point where they're redoing it now on Disney Plus. It's The Rocketeer.
Oh, I knew you were gonna say.
Yeah, I should
Yep.
have gone first, but whatever.
Rocketeer. That movie is so cool. Like, just the like homage to like the 30s pulp comics, the Art Deco stuff. I thought that helmet was the coolest looking thing like forever.
Yes.
And the jetpack, like the whole concept of the jetpack, and it was funny how first like, oh, the mobsters are looking for it, but it turns out it's Timothy Dalton who's the bad guy. It also has a after Labyrinth, but pre what was that really dark movie that she was in? I was just gonna say Jennifer Connelly. A Requiem for a Dream. So it's like before Requiem for a Dream, but after Labyrinth. Jennifer Connelly. She's Rick Secort's like girlfriend, and she's over in Hollywood.
Mhm.
And what was the name of this guy? I was gonna say John Locke is Howard Hughes, but just the whole like concept of the idea, like the way the movie just kind of flows, like it's just that old school like type of old school like Hollywood homage, but like in it's sort of this cool. It's not like tongue in cheek, like it's done in earnest. And I think did Alan Silvestri do the score for that movie? I'm trying to remember this off the top of my head, guys. So give me a quick moment, but
I'll look it up.
yeah, it's that movie's really cool, man. Like for the effects of the time, like it's still really cool to be like, well, pilot turns into jetpack flyer, like, oh man, it's,
James
doing
Horner.
something. James Horner. Rest in peace, James Horner. But yeah, like that was it's done really well. But to me, I would consider it still like a cult classic. So it's really nice to see that Disney recognizes like, yeah, this movie's cool. So we're gonna try to do like a sort of like reboot sequel that so popular these past like 8 years. So
Such a cool costume.
yeah, just the flight jacket, that cool leather flight jacket, the pantsuit, but again, the helmet, the gloves, the jetpack. Anytime I go to any comic conventions and I see somebody cosplaying as the Rocketeer, like I have to give them like a big props because it's so cool. If you haven't seen it, obviously, again, Disney Plus. It was one of the things I watched first when Disney Plus launched. I was able to see that. And a couple of others, which I won't take because, well, I can also say Remember the Titans because that was in the 2000s.
I was about to ask you, like, wasn't that the first thing that you?
Yeah, I was
looked
like,
for?
Remember the Titans, easy, done.
It's under like inspirational sport movies.
First movie, Remember the Titans, so good.
Yeah.
All right, let's swing it over to Danny.
Everything here you'll probably be able to see on Disney Plus. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure too.
So I'm gonna do another sports movie. It's gonna be Angels in the Outfield.
That's on my list too. Good call.
Nice.
So this one I used to watch all the time
Yeah.
in baseball summer camp.
I can't-
Obviously, the right movie to watch in summer camp for baseball.
for baseball, absolutely.
But man, this movie would come up all the time. Has Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Young JGL.
Young JGL,
Yeah.
man.
It has
Christopher
some-
Lloyd.
Christopher Lloyd.
from
Danny
Back
Glover.
to
We
the
keep bringing up
Future.
Christopher Lloyd in every podcast.
There's no way the man cannot be stopped.
But some funny lines. Good
Oh, man.
baseball.
Some heartwarming moments too in that,
Heartwarming
man.
moments. So
When
it was-
when
it
I
was
get
fun.
to hang out with you, Dad, when the Angels win the pennant.
It's like, damn.
I was like, wow. Like I didn't like as a kid, I didn't realize like, man, that was meant to be hella like insulting. I was like, ow, that's mean.
Yeah.
But he did it. They did it, and even then it was like, man.
He's like,
So
man,
then-
I shouldn't have made that promise.
promise. Now I gotta be more of a scumbag father. Thanks. But yeah, that's a heartwarming movie. It can happen.
Who was that? What's his name?
Which one?
His
the
father's
kid?
name. I forget his name.
The actor's name?
Maroney or something like that.
Sal Maroney? No.
No. The guy from My Best Friend's Wedding.
Oh, gosh.
Something Mulroney. I think that's his father.
Tony
Dermot?
Longo?
Maybe Dermot Mulroney? I don't know. It's a strange name, but
Yeah.
I just remember I'm like, oh, I've seen that guy before.
Holy crap! Adrian Brody's in that movie. Holy
One of the,
crap!
like, outfielders?
And Matthew McConaughey. Tony
that's right.
obviously Tony Danza was the pitcher. Holy crap, guys! Like this movie is low key stacked.
I gotta rewatch it. Haven't seen it in a while. But
Yeah, go rewatch this. Neil McDonough, like he's good.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap! Like
He was one of the pitchers too, right?
Dermot Mulroney.
Dermot Mulroney.
That's him.
Mm.
I love it. It just says Mr. Bauman, Roger's dad. So good pick, Danny. Good pick. I like
Nice.
that one.
Fun
Cool movie.
classic one.
All right, I'm gonna put Zach on the spot again. What do you got?
Classic.
Okay, now for sure this is 1999.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did you double check?
And it's
I
not
tripped.
And it's not
Pixar.
Pixar.
It's not Pixar.
live action Pixar film.
It's either like a Disney Channel movie or just a Disney movie.
No, it can't be a Disney Channel movie. That's a whole nother
Yeah, it has to
can
be
of worms.
Disney.
I don't know. If it-
Let the judges take. If it says wonderful Disney classic, you did it wrong.
It better not be Xenon the Zequel or whatever.
Better not be Johnny Tsunami.
Oh, it's a Disney Channel. God.
This man was gonna
It's
say
the only
Brink.
one.
It's like
It's
you
the-
don't think I would have picked Brink?
Because here's the thing, of the list that I saw,
What was it?
dude, it's the 13th year.
No,
Yes,
man,
it is-
that's a
because,
Disney
look,
Channel
look,
movie.
Look, the movies that I saw on the list that we all looked at, the IMDb one, of all the movies that were there were very few that I watched, and even fewer that I liked and remembered.
Wow.
And remembered.
You were that I liked.
So
So do you need
that
to-
was like
do you need time to
Okay,
take
we'll
another
time.
look?
circle
I don't
back.
even
We'll circle
know.
back.
I don't even
Circle-
know, man. Like
Start
like
looking.
I'm already
Refresh your memory.
like
kid.
I was off
you
to a
gave
bad
me-
start.
you
I'm
put a
even making
skip.
it worse.
You
Yeah.
put a skip.
We
and now
played
it's my turn.
Skip. Now it's Anthony.
Okay, well now I have to look because give me 2 seconds.
Dude, I'm gonna give you one. I'm gonna give you one.
Yo,
right
guys,
here.
look
Look at the
all,
one.
2 seconds.
You're
Look at-
all lacking with your
No,
homework.
no, it's just my list is. I have a,
Look
I have a
at the
long
one
list.
next to my top pick. You got to pick that one.
I can't. Which
No,
one?
the one next to the one I picked.
Anyway,
Wow, you're
the
not.
only thing I read was
Anyway.
Ludicrous Effect. So
No, on the bottom. Look at this.
I already picked it. So
Better pick.
I'm gonna pick Cool Runnings.
Cool Runnings. Okay.
Cool Runnings. Very enjoyable, very fun movie that I used to watch frequently.
And based off a true story.
Yeah, it's an inspiring story. Really cool. If you guys have not seen it, I think it's considered a
I think it's a sports classic.
a sports classic Disney movie. Man, are we just all picking sports classic?
Yeah.
Go
All
on.
right, Zach, you might as well just pick Mighty Ducks.
You just might pick Mighty Ducks, right? Yeah, like Mighty Ducks 2, D2 Mighty Ducks, done. Batch Brothers,
But yeah,
we're done.
man, Cool Runnings.
What's
Feel
fun?
the rhythm.
Feel the ride.
Get on up.
It's bobsled time.
Cool Runnings.
One of the things that I love about the movie is every time like Sanka gets into trouble, they're just like, Sanka,
You did.
you dead. Yeah, man. Like every if I were doing something in the house and like maybe I'd like topple something over or like bump something, my sister would always just yell like, Sanka, you're dead, and I have to yeah, man. Like that was like one of those things that just created a fun little like inside joke with my sister and I. So that movie, I kind of hold it really dear to my heart. There
John
you go.
Candy's in it. R.I.P.
R.I.P. Yep. Jamaica, we have a bobsled team. Oh, it's so
If
good.
you haven't seen it, go watch it. Highly
Also-
recommend it. If you have seen it, go
In-
watch it. Highly recommend it.
It's yeah, exactly. If you've seen it, watch it again. So I'm gonna pick. So I'll give Zach some time. I'm gonna give a hybrid
Well,
really
where are we
quick.
doing-
I think
are we doing
I
two
think I
first?
have a pick. It's kind of like a last resort kind
A
of
last
pick,
resort.
but-
So before you
Ooh.
hit your last resort, if you're good with that, one that I just remembered now, and it definitely is
Disney.
Disney. Yeah, because I had to look at the poster. I was like, wait, is it really? But it technically counts as like a hybrid because it's part live action and part animated. James and the Giant Peach.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Is
that
it Disney?
it is. Yeah.
Walt Disney.
Yeah. Walt Disney
I
Pictures.
figured it would be the same as
Walt Disney Pictures
Okay.
presents. No,
Nice.
like it was like before. It was that weird, almost Coraline-esque like Leica animation. But the voice acting was really cool. I really loved it's a Roald Dahl story. So the same guy who wrote, I think Matilda and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's really heartwarming. Just a kid who leaves a really bad home and finds a new home in New York while traveling on a massive giant ass peach. And he befriends a whole bunch of magical weird creatures like a caterpillar, a black widow spider, a grasshopper. It's really cute. It's really fun and well done. I thought, I think if you can find it on Disney Plus, please watch it. Like, I highly recommend it. If you want to see something for the kids, different art style, but still have some great story, good emotion, watch it. Highly recommend it.
Zach, have you seen James and Giant Peach or Cool Runnings? Oh man,
this kid's got the Disney homework.
You gotta do a Disney Plus weekend.
You got the Disney homework.
I've added a lot of movies
and Angels
to my
Angels in the Outfield
and Angels.
I've seen it, but not in like 20 years.
Rocketeer.
Never seen it.
You should watch Rocketeer.
Yeah.
Well, no, I have a lot of these movies on my watch list
Connelly.
on Disney Plus.
Popcorn watch.
Popcorn watch list.
I don't know who I'm pointing at, but it's okay.
All right, Zach, bring us home.
Bring us home, my man.
Last movie. We'll wrap it up.
The Santa Claus.
The Santa
Disney.
Claus.
Is that Disney?
That is indeed
It
a
is
Disney
Disney.
film.
Okay.
Yeah, it
And
is.
it's not a Disney Channel movie.
No,
Good
it's
job.
not.
Thank God it's not.
Sports one either.
Yeah. We're enacting the Santa Claus.
I remember that it was. I mean, it's been probably not even that long since I've seen it. Maybe like a decade at least. I mean, I remember enjoying the movies.
like half your life,
that
baby.
and like.
I had to. I'm sorry. But good pick. Honestly, no, keep going. That's a really good pick. Santa Claus is a good pick.
Yeah, I remember enjoying it. Saying like, Tim Allen killed Santa Claus and he becomes Santa Claus. And then the rest of the trilogy, he who was Mrs. Claus? Who was she played by? Was
That was the Mrs. Claus? I forgot.
I have
'cause it
a
wasn't
name
his
in
ex-wife.
Juliet from Lost.
I have a name in mind, but I
That's
don't.
right.
I don't know if that's the actress I'm thinking of or not.
It is Juliet from Lost. I forgot her name, but she was in a whole bunch of other stuff, and I was always like, oh man, like it's great seeing her stuff. Elizabeth Mitchell.
Okay, never mind.
Thanks,
I was thinking of someone
IMDb.
else.
So
And
we
then the third one, adding Martin Short as Jack Frost.
Jack Frost.
Jack Frost.
I invented chill.
Yeah, I invented chill.
So we got a
See,
live
was it
comment
Batman and Robin. Was it?
Yeah.
saying, so kids born after 2000 only watch Disney Channel?
No, kids born before.
Hey.
No.
I was born 1998.
Nice.
Relax.
Right after Hercules.
Right after Hercules. But the good stuff, especially on Disney Channel, I would argue was still in the 90s because you have, which we can make a whole nother episode about. We'll wax poetic about Johnny Tsunami,
Late
and Brink.
90s, early 2000s original movies.
Those are really hitting home. Those are really good stuff. Yeah, man, it's awesome. So those are our fun little picks. I'm pretty sure you have others. If you have others, like shoot them over to Popcorn Watchlist. We're gonna have that out there. We'll make a fun post of other people's submissions of their favorites. Obviously, we didn't pick some of the other like heavy hitter classics.
Do you want to just do like we just list like what our backups were? Like for both animated and live action.
You got 20 seconds.
Okay.
Go.
What's yours?
So mine was Heavyweights because
Okay.
I've already talked about that movie a million times.
Okay.
Someone said Mulan already. Oh, and one of my favorites, Muppet Treasure Island.
Nice. But that's live action.
That's live action. Yeah, so
Okay.
that's why they were both live action.
Yeah.
Like basically Heavyweights. I said James Giant Peach. Danny took my Goofy movie. If I was gonna go real like hardcore, like with the heavy hitters, it would be Aladdin.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright.
I would either say Aladdin or Lion King. And then live action probably Mighty Ducks 2.
Dude, Tim Curry is freaking Long John Silver in Muppet Treasure Island. That movie's hilarious. You gotta watch it.
The Bash Brothers.
D2 baby.
The Bash Brothers.
D2. Danny, if you have any other backups that you can get the list?
So I had 2 and 2, and all 4 have been mentioned on this podcast.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
And Zach, as we know, has homework.
Pocahontas.
Yeah.
Pocahontas.
Pocahontas. Yeah. No one picked Pocahontas? No? That's a good
Hunchback?
I've seen it. I mean, it was
Hunchback of Notre Dame?
Hunchback, yeah.
not one. I mean, no.
Was it?
Pocahontas not-
That was
Yes.
really 90s, right?
Yeah,
Hunchback?
man.
Damn.
Yeah.
Pretty much every year was like
Another
a
Disney
popular
movie.
a popular Disney animated movie.
Yeah.
They were on a roll.
My
Yeah,
backups would have been Lion King, of course, and then Aladdin was another one, and I think
Yeah, Hunchback of
and
Notre Dame.
Hercules would have been like a distant second or third.
Distant.
Distance.
No, it
Dude,
goes the distance.
it goes the
Like,
distance.
it can't
So
be
good.
distant. Like,
because Lion
It's
King is
top
just
tier.
number
I'll
one.
give you 2
I mean,
words.
Lion King is hella goated. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then for live action, I could even tell you.
Oh my god.
Really?
That's not
even Hocus Pocus.
That's not it. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
Hocus
like.
Pocus.
I don't
You don't like
you
Hocus
don't like
Pocus?
witches?
I never liked it.
You don't like Bette
witches?
Midler?
I never liked
Sarah
it.
Jessica Parker? Kathy Najimy?
Nah.
Come on.
No.
That's
Nah,
Peggy
I
Hill.
never liked it. I watched it, but I just never liked it.
All right.
Thora Birch.
Thor Birch. That's right. Who's the anyway? That's with that. I think that's gonna wrap up the episode for this week. Thank you for tuning in. You get to share and reminisce on some nice '90s nostalgia for a little bit. Wait till next week. We're gonna have some other fun topics. Please check us out. Feel free to follow us again on Popcorn Watchlist through our social media. Just check it out. Thank you so very much. This is Xavier signing us all on out.
Later, guys.
Later.
As Xavier just disappeared.